Okay, I'll tell you a real interesting story about a criminal case that not many people know that went to trial and reached a verdict and the criminal was sentenced. I'll make it exciting in narration. Here is my story. The case of the Zodiac Killer. One of the most notorious and mysterious serial killers in history, the Zodiac Killer terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area in the late 1960s and early 1970s. He claimed to have killed 37 people, but only 5 murders were confirmed by the police. He taunted the authorities and the public with cryptic letters, ciphers, and phone calls, revealing his name as Zodiac, and his motive as a twisted game. He also threatened to kill more people if his messages were not published or solved. The Zodiac Killer's first confirmed victims were David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, 2 teenagers who were shot to death on December 20, 1968, while parked on a lover's lane in Vallejo, California. The second confirmed attack occurred on July 4, 1969, when Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau were shot by a man who approached their car in a parking lot in Vallejo. Ferrin died, but Mageau survived. The killer called the police to report his crime and claimed to be responsible for the previous murders as well. The third confirmed attack occurred on September 27, 1969, when Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were stabbed by a man wearing a hooded costume with a crosshair symbol on his chest at Lake Berryessa in Napa County. Hartnell survived, but Shepard died. The killer called the police again and left a message on Hartnell's car door with his symbol and the dates of his attacks. The fourth and last confirmed attack occurred on October 11, 1969, when Paul Stein, a taxi driver, was shot in the head by a passenger in San Francisco. The killer took Stein's wallet and a piece of his shirt, which he later mailed to the San Francisco Chronicle along with a letter containing a piece of a cipher. The Zodiac Killer sent several more letters and ciphers to the newspapers and the police, claiming to have more victims and revealing details of his crimes. He also gave clues to his identity, such as his astrological sign, his birth date, his appearance, and his location. He challenged the authorities to catch him or stop him from killing again. He also expressed his belief that he would go to paradise after death, where he would be reborn as a slave to his victims. However, despite the intensive efforts of the police and the public, the Zodiac Killer was never caught or identified. His letters stopped in 1974, and his case remains unsolved to this day. Several suspects have been proposed over the years, but none have been conclusively linked to the crimes. The Zodiac Killer's identity and fate remain one of the greatest mysteries in American history. The case of the Zodiac Killer fascinated and terrified the media and the public. It raised questions about the nature of evil, the psychology of serial killers, and the limits of law enforcement. It also inspired several books, movies, TV shows, podcasts, and documentaries. The Zodiac Killer's ciphers are still being studied by amateur and professional codebreakers, hoping to crack his secrets and solve his case.